Be ready to be fucking K. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I have a more, I don't want to say relatable because, actually yeah, let me start this off by saying that today I'm going to be talking about trans people, specifically trans guys. I would like to start this off by saying that everyone's trans experience is different. Everyone's transition is different. I would not like to invalidate people. I would not like to say you are any more or less of something if you did or did not experience these things that I personally experienced through my transition. Okay, just like to get that out of the way. But this could be a more relatable video to those who have, I don't know, to those who can relate, I guess. Fucking dumbass. But yeah. So for those of you that do not know, I'm trans. I'm a trans guy. I'm actually pretty new into my transition. So also, this is brand new. Like, this is beginning of the transition. I've been transitioning for about, I'd say 5 months. I've been openly out for 5 months. I've been mentally trans for about my whole life. I think I really accepted things when I was about, I'd say 14. That's when I was like, I was fucking with Stormy Ryan, Calvin Garraud, canceled him, fuck him. Justin, like all these people. I grew up with all of those trans people on the internet. I watched all of them. And I just related so much, but I just had such a deep hatred for myself. Which leads me to my first struggle. Acceptance. Acceptance is a really hard thing for a lot of trans people. And I personally went through that. I struggled so much to accept myself. So much. I thought about not only myself, my future, school, what that looked like, with friends. How I would be perceived in my family. I thought about all the medical sides of it, the legal sides of it. I just did not want to accept any of it. I thought everything was impossible. I thought everything was so out of reach for me. And I thought that was just something I would never be able to accomplish. And growing up, I always saw all these people on the internet and I saw them transitioning. I saw them doing all these things. And I felt so, I was happy for them, I was proud, but I felt envious, I wanted that to be me. I thought, what an amazing world where they can just feel free with who they are. And I'm sitting here crying to God to wake me up to be a boy every day, Sir, he's my kitty. I'd say struggling is probably the first struggle you're gonna have. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? This is the first struggle you guys will probably have, okay? I would like to start letting people know that, some kids don't hear it. Some kids don't know that it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Whatever you see out there, whoever you idolize, don't compare yourself to them because you will be there one day. You just have to put your mind to it. I'd say the second struggle is being patient. All of us need to learn to be patient with ourselves. We need to learn how to be patient with our process, with everything. You're not going to be able to get on meds just like that. You're not going to be able to get your name changed just like that. You're not going to be able to have people accept you and call you what you want, recognize you as who you are on the inside just like that. I know for me personally, I went by my given name for 20 years, and just like that I switched it up out of nowhere, literally nowhere, just like that. I switched it up to Mateo. And I know it was hard for the people around me to accept that and get used to that. And I am not saying to let people slide with disrespect. That's not what I'm telling you guys to do, because there are some people out here who will purposely disrespect you just for the fuck of it. Literally just for the fuck of it. Don't let that shit slide. There's some people who like your family, they're gonna fuck it up a few times. Guys, be patient with them. Be patient with yourself. I know for me, it's been 5 months of me using my preferred name. I'm still not used to it sometimes. I'm still used to my normal given name. Like, I hear, I turn around, sometimes I write it on documents, some small things like that. You just have to be patient, guys. It's all about patience. Promise you. Whew. Papas, go cover up your dookie. third struggle that I can think of. Binding. Dude, this is an issue in itself. Oh my gosh. I remember when I first, even now, to this day, even today in the morning when I bind it, binding is just such a like, it will truly test your like will to live. Like honestly, like it will test all fucking like the patience you have, any brain capacity you have, any will to live you have, you will fucking get it tested while you're biting. It's not sunshine and rainbow. Maybe for some guys it is, but I know for the majority of the guys and for myself, horrible. First you're gonna start out with tight ass sports bras. That's typical. That's when you're like, all right, like, you know, I'm liking this flat effect, but I could go flat. Then people start looking at actual binders, and those are good. But this is where it comes to my chubby guys. I'm chubby. I'm fat. I don't know if you guys want a visual, but I'm pretty big. All right, I'm not small. So when I wear binders, bro, it's like everything's fine, but when it comes to this, like my fat right here, it just pops out so bad. I wish I could show you guys. Like, you guys can't even see it on camera in the shirt, but it just pops out so bad. It just squeezes out my fat, and that's one thing I'm trying to do. So I've been trying to lose weight, you know, just bring it down a little bit, but I like eating, guys. I'm a Taurus. I love food. Okay, that's not the point. But binding, it's hard. And I am a little bigger chested. So when I tape, guys, honestly, me and taping, we don't get along. I still struggle with taping so much to the point where I choose to not do it. And then I get my skin ripped off. You really need to be careful when you tape because, dude, your skin can get all fucked up. Just be careful, guys. This is another thing. Just be super careful. Probably my fourth struggle is caring about yourself. You're gonna struggle to care about yourself in the beginning of your transition. You really are. You are gonna be your biggest hater. Bro, like, any forces you think are out here that are against you, I promise you, your mind is most of those forces. Truly, genuinely, I know when I first started transitioning, I criticized myself over everything. I wanted to transition everything about myself. I hated how I acted so feminine. I hated how I looked feminine. I hated, I don't know. I just hated everything about myself. I really did, guys. And I can probably say that I'm getting better at it. I do feel a lot more comfortable with it myself. Now I'm gonna switch into more testosterone struggles because I'm on testosterone, and I've been on testosterone for about, I'd say 4 months now. I think I just hit 4 months, or I'm about to hit 4 months. Depends when this video is uploaded. 4 months, give or take. The first struggle with being on testosterone. The first thing I noticed, aside from it, okay, fuck that. No, scratch that. The first struggle is if you have injections, that's the struggle, is injecting yourself. Getting the willpower to literally inject yourself. I know I struggled with that horribly. It was so bad, guys. I was so scared to inject myself, but it just comes down to the fact that how bad do you really want it? How bad are you willing to go to the pain to become who you want to be? Ooh, oh my gosh, I might have become one of those life coaches, guys, yo. But not for real. Dude, I struggled so much, but it gets easier, it does. I kind of made it more fun. I bought like little cute band-aids to put on because if I'm gonna be shooting up for like the rest of my life, I'm gonna have some fun with that, make it cute, you know? The second struggle of being on testosterone, your fucking sex drive. Dude, you think the fucking man whores on Tinder are easy, bro? You're about to become easy. Like, I kid you not, I've never really been super, like, sexual, I'd say. But that first shot, instantly your libido will shoot up. And it's honestly quite beautiful sometimes. But yeah. Third struggle. Bottom growth. Oh my god. That's probably one of the things I felt quicker, for sure. People like to say it takes a few months. Buddy down there is hanging and it's only been like 4 months. And dude, it's painful, it hurts, it kind of like, you can just feel it, like you literally can just feel it. And I remember it was super much more sensitive in the beginning, and if I stand in certain ways, like certain movements against it, also that plus your libido being up, horrible mix, especially if you're always on the move and shit. Which this is why I recommend I don't want to flash you guys, but like super loose boxer briefs. These work for me a lot better than like the super tight ones. Guys, I don't recommend, trans guys, I don't recommend you guys wear those like spandex, like the Ethica material. Toss that shit out, bro. Buy you some loose boxers. Trust, 100% more comfortable. 100% more comfortable. Yes. Fourth struggle. The fucking ass hair. I cannot stress this enough. Guys, I was a hairy person before I started testosterone. Come on, I mean, I'm Hispanic. Runs through my bloods. But dude, this is something else. This is something different. I feel like, you know how there's bush in the front, there's bush in the back, and it's insane. It is insane, you guys. It is insane. It is so fucking insane. Your hair. Well, I know for some guys it's a little bit harder. They struggle to get hair. So there is solutions for that. If you do struggle with that, you should what's that thing that they use? Minoxidil. I heard that helps. But me personally, I never had to use it, and I have I shave my face every day, and I still get so much hair. That's about like 2 days worth of not shaving. So this guy's be hating, but guess who can grow a better beard than you, bitch? Hair is gonna grow. Be ready. If you are someone who's uncomfortable with hair, stock up on razors, stock up on wax, whatever you use to get rid of hair, stock up, because your hair will grow. Rule number 5. You're gonna smell like fucking shit. Your hormones are changing. That means your fucking body odor is changing. Whatever you had that worked before might not work after. Deodorants you used before might not be as strong. Perfumes, lotions, body wash, soap, conditioner, whatever you use to make sure you smell good, they might not be as effective after. You guys really have to think about this, because before I was on testosterone, I would use literally anything, but specifically aluminum-free deodorant. And when I transitioned, I smelled like fucking shit. Imagine a middle school boys' locker room inside of a fucking Frito-Lay's warehouse. I smelled like fuck all shit. Like, it was horrible. But then I started to, if you have to shower twice a day just to be clean, do it. Don't be lazy. Take care of yourself. Be hygienic. Keep in mind the people around you. A lot of the people around you, if you're older, they have already gone through puberty. They do not need someone who is going through a second puberty to be up here stinking it up. I know, especially at my school, we have smaller classrooms and stuff. Things are more confined. People, if they smell, you can smell them a little bit more, especially in the heat. Guys, be considerate. Fucking use deodorant. Use deodorant spray if you have to. Cologne, scented lotions, hair products that smell good. Guys, let's do it right. Let's be clean men. Let's take the good things from men, not the bad ones. That's just what it is, okay? Don't cancel me. But yes, keep yourself clean, guys, please. please, please, please. For my last struggle on testosterone, be ready to be fucking gay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Stereotype around the trans guy community is that starting testosterone makes you gay. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. Before I started hormones or whatever, I identified as lesbian. And I never really looked at guys and like thought they were attractive. I always looked at guys, and if I thought a guy was attractive, I always thought, I can't tell if I want them or if I want to be them. And the whole being trans thing, I thought it was more the other thing, you feel me? But once I started hormones, started getting more comfortable with myself, I started being like more like attracted towards men. Like I would look at them and be like, oh, you're fine, like I want to. Although I do not think testosterone specifically makes people gay. I think what it does is like, since your sex drive is already up, you're like scoping out potential. This sounds really bad, but what I'm trying to say is your sex drive is up, right? And then we have people who probably didn't really get your attention before, but now you're looking at them, you're like, they're not that bad. And now you can look at guys and be like, I think the more you feel comfortable as a man, the more comfortable you will feel exploring your sexuality with men, is what I'm trying to say. And I know that was the case for me. Once I became more comfortable with myself, I became more comfortable like with men and like talking to men or whatever. Even guys, like look, I don't recommend. It's not that fun. Another topic I really do want to hit is the over-sexualization of trans men. I know where I live in a red state. I live somewhere where there's not many trans men. And the ones that are here, people kind of, how do I say this? If I downloaded Tinder right now to genuinely look for love and Tinder in the same sentence, I know guys, right? This is an example. But to genuinely like look for a relationship, the only thing I'm gonna gain from it is friends with benefit. Now, I am not saying just because you are trans, you're not worthy of a relationship or love. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying you have to be careful with the people who you're going to let in your lives in that way. Because there's a lot of people out here who just sexualize us. They just want us for one thing. And they fetishize us. And that's not okay, guys. You guys really have to be careful. I struggled a lot with that. I struggled so much with that. I felt as if potentially, since I hated myself so much, since I thought all these things about myself, maybe someone else could come and fix these problems for me. Or maybe something in me will finally be satisfied. That is not the case, guys. Most of the time, you're gonna feel like fucking shit after. Don't do it. Guys, all attention is not good attention, okay? And that is just the truth of it. Be careful, be selective. I know there's so many more struggles, I just don't know why none of them are coming to mind right now. But the final thing I want to say, guys, is if you are trans, if you know someone who is trans, be loving, be accepting of yourself and of them. It's hard. We are growing up in times right now where it is not safe to be who yourself. It's not safe to express the things you feel on the inside and project them out. It's not safe. Especially for gay people, especially for people of color who are LGBTQIA+. It's not safe. So if you know someone who has the courage during these times to be who they are, don't sit here and shoot them down for it. Honestly, I'm all for people having their own opinion as long as they don't imply hate on other people. You don't like trans people, that's cool, bro, but keep that to yourself. That's a you problem. There's just so much hate out here. There's so many things happening in this world. Why does what's in my pants matter to you, you know? And I know it's a mean world, guys, but be kind to yourself, be kind to the people around you, and just follow your heart, follow what feels loving. Just remember, guys, it's a process. It is not easy. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. It's gonna be hard. And just remember, guys, there's so many people out here against you. There's so many people hating on you. Don't add to it. Don't hate yourself. Don't add that energy into your life. The energy you hold within yourself is probably the most powerful one we have. Guys, let's just this enough. If you do not love yourself, no one will, and that's the truth of it. I don't mean to sound corny and shit. I don't mean to be one of those TikTok inspirational motherfuckers. I'm really not. But guys, this is some real shit. I struggled so much. I'm telling you guys, I struggled so much with hating myself, and now that I've become more comfortable, I'd say, and more I just feel like myself a lot more. I really do. I feel like myself. I'm happy. When I look at myself now, I don't think anything bad. Like, I think I look good, you know? And even if y'all don't think I look good, I don't know, fuck, bitch, I think I look good. That's all that matters. Remember, times are tough. Peace and freedom for all. Guys, this is a safe space, I promise. And to any kids who are out there struggling, I hope you come across my channel and you guys can feel love and acceptance. And you guys can grow with me and we can go through this transition together. Just know that you're not alone. There's people out there who have felt what you felt, and if they can get through it, you can too, guys. You are not a lost cause, I promise you. You're not a lost cause. Everything you do, everything you feel is 100% valid, and it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. I can promise you that, because I swear to you, if my 12-year-old self saw myself right now, and you know, they saw that I transitioned, that I'm on medical, and that I have my court date ready to, you know, change my name legally, I think 12-year-old me would be very proud. Honestly, guys, that's the mentality you need to have. Go to the mirror, look in the mirror, and go back to your 12th grade mindset, your middle school mindset, or whatever it is that you realized who you are. Go to that mindset, look in the mirror, and if you're happy, if you think you're 12, you don't have to be satisfied. If you think your 12-year-old self will be satisfied with the way you live, just shut the fuck up. I did that once in my mirror and I cried because I was just so happy. Remember, guys, you guys have love and support. There's people around you. Always seek help. Mental health is important. That is probably the biggest struggle of it all. Not even in the trans community, just in the world right now, is mental health. So let's keep it cute, guys. Let's keep it, I don't know. Let's keep it loving and accepting out here. Let's make America loving and peaceful. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.